It's finally here. Ah, finally. It's about 2.5 months late, but it's finally here. Of course, I'm talking about the summer weather. Kind of bonkers, eh? It's September and it's gonna be 30 degrees today. That's crazy. I was thinking about what the best season for busking is. Here in the UK, the season doesn't really change much. It's a bit warmer and it's a bit colder. It usually still rains, but we've got a real streak of good weather up ahead. And the school holidays are finally over, which for me I think is a good thing. Tends to be a lot of like hype around the school holidays, and I think it draws out a lot of buskers who are just doing it for fun or doing it for a bit of part-time joy, which there's nothing wrong with. I'm an advocate for that, but it means us full-timers get a bit saturated, whereas you get back to the normal routine of the non-school holiday time, it usually means there's a bit less saturation. Many of my most successful months, in terms of donations at least, have been like the really dreary winter months, like January and February. I think it's just people need their spirits raising in those months. Whereas during the sort of summer and the good times, although music elevates spirits, I think there's already a lot to be smiling about. And instead of lifting spirits, you're more kind of like amplifying them, you know? That's my theory anyway. So we'll see. Will this incredible September weather bring us the summer we never really had? Yeah, dude. Oh, I have had the choice down the summer of '69. Back in the summer of '69, Like the warmer weather of the summer definitely makes it easier to busk physically. You get sweaty and you get a bit hot, but the cold, especially for guitar players, I should imagine anyone who has an instrument where they use their fingers, the cold eats into those fingers and your toes. But then I think that comes with, you get a few donations for sympathy, you get a bit of credibility because you're out in the cold, so it kind of balances itself out. Whereas in the summer, you know, it's easy to get out in the summer. No credibility points for that. I mean, I'll give you credibility points if you came out anyway, because, you know, busking isn't easy. It takes some confidence. Her name is Noah. I got a dream about her. She rings my bell. Got him glassing half an hour. Oh, how she rocks and hips and hips up. She doesn't know who I am. She doesn't give a damn about me. Oh yeah, satisfied. No,
No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, goodbye. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. And why did she give birth? Thank you so much. I got to give
D, major chords.
This is B.
B, what, B flat?
Just B major.
B, I don't know, B major, it's a bar chord, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know major chords, yeah.
Oh really? Open chords?
Yeah, major, open chords, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
A, E, A, D, G, B, E,
That's all you need. You can play every song with that.
That's it. Yeah, E, A, D, G, B, E.
Have a good day.
you make maybe goodbye. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. No.
There's obviously something to be said for like how in the winter, like December time especially, there's like kind of that spirit of giving, so maybe that helps a little bit. But again, December for me, the last two anyway, have been a bit hit and miss, and I think again it's because a lot of other musicians are out and about. There's lots of like town fairs and fetes and whatnot, and there's a lot going on. Lots of people are sort of like in good spirits again. I genuinely think that like busking is at its best when it's the most unexpected. There's a seagull trying to eat someone's Costa. See you, seagull.
If Monday's blue, Tuesday's grey, and Wednesday too. On Thursday, I don't care about you, 'cause Friday, I'm in love.
Yeah, good, thank you. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's not too bad. The Samsung. Perfect. Thank you.
Sunday always comes too late. Friday never hesitates. And I don't care if Monday's black. Tuesday, Wednesday, heart attack on Thursday. Never looking back, 'cause Friday, I'm in love.
Do you do long sessions here?
Yeah, usually a couple of hours.
Right.
If I can, as long as it's all good with everyone else. It's kind of how I roll.
The way you roll?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I was the one on the end of the bed.
Oh yeah.
As it I don't care about you, 'cause Friday, I'm in love. Saturday anyway. Sunday always comes too late. Friday never hesitates.
I think with the summer, the trouble is there's a lot of distractions going on, isn't there? Like especially in the holidays. I think it's not so bad around the holidays. I had several successful busks like just before the school holidays started, and then this year the school holidays started and it wasn't so good. Today seems to be pretty good, and today the schools have gone back. So so maybe that's why. I don't know. As I've said before, the trouble is there's too many variables. You never know, do you?
Hello there, the angel from my nightmare, shadow in the background of the moor, the unsuspected dead, of darkness in the valley. We can live like Jack and Sally if we want, but you can always find me. We'll have Halloween or Christmas, and in the night we'll wish this never end, we'll wish this never end. Miss you, miss you. I miss you, miss you. Oh, where are you? Oh, thank you so much. A moment of party, I'm doing something right, harder for you to see.
I think at the end of the day, the season doesn't really matter that much. I do think it's a little easier in the winter though, less saturated.
Oh, over there, sorry. Thank you. A moment of clarity, doing something right, harder for you to see. You're so short of sight at what it can mean to me.
Woo. That was good. Good fun. That bus kind of had everything. Everything cool about busking happened. Some good chats with people, lots of smilers, lots of acknowledgement, peppered with some donations, some really generous ones too.
I refuse to be a sheep. The difference between you and me is I believe in us.
I proper love it when the ambient noise of the street blends in with the song. So like you get a seagull and it like blares out at the right time, or like the lorry sound was in tune. It was in the same key as the song I was playing. It's just satisfying for some reason. Right. It's time to get a train home. I've got some video editing to do. Life of a busker / YouTube creator. It's so cool.
Singing in the street, I don't really care for who they want me to be. The difference between you and me is I believe in us. Now the difference between you and me is I believe in this.
Here's a question for my fellow buskers. What's your favourite season to busk in? I think mine is spring into summer. Winter's cool, but it gets really cold. And summer, I think, is just a bit oversaturated. At least, I've had a pretty rough summer this one, so I'm probably being a little cruel to summer.
Now the difference between you and me is I believe in this. Yeah, I believe in this. Yeah, I believe in this. Yeah, I believe in this.
That was a really solid busk. £94.57 in about 3¼ hours. I do genuinely think that like there's something to be said of busking outside the school holidays. I think the school holidays is overwhelming for people. There's too much going on. They've got too many things, like they're going on holiday and there's lots of, you know, different activities, and I think people aren't, you know, haven't got as much spare change on them as they might usually because, you know, they've bought an ice cream or and then it just affects your donations. But also there's lots of other activities going on that, you know, it takes their bandwidth, takes their attention. So as a busker you don't get as much. That's my hypothesis anyway. Busking is like a balancing act between like playing long enough that like you make it worth it, but not playing so much that you exhaust yourself, especially if you're doing it full time. You're on a real kind of precarious ledge. You have to just keep making sure that you're like, you know, you're keeping it together up here, you're keeping it together physically, but also you're getting the most out of, you know, the place you're playing, especially if you're in a good spot and it's going well, you know. Top day here in Littlehampton. What a beautiful, beautiful way to begin September. Absolute stellar weather. The late summer. I'm excited. I reckon this could be a rad time for busking, but no expectations. That's the #1 rule for buskers. Have no expectations. So we will just enjoy this present moment. I'm not sure where I'll be tomorrow yet, but I will see you then. See you tomorrow. Good morning then. Another beautiful, beautiful day. Like spectacular really. Apparently highs of 30 degrees again. Although there's a nice gentle breeze, so it should be alright. Oh man, I'm having like a bit of a time of it at the moment. Keep doubting myself. Let me know if any of my fellow buskers or musicians on here, just creatives in general, go through these kind of periods of crippling self-doubt where you just think, I don't know if this is working. And then I just remind myself that the only way it stops working is if I give up, if I stop walking, stop moving forward. That's the only way it stops working. If you want to climb the mountain, just start walking towards the peak. You only won't get there if you stop walking. That's my word of advice to myself and to you today. Well, win #1 is that it's not a van parked here today, which there was the last time I tried to play it. I'm not sure if it's gonna be good though, and that's part of the magic. There's been a fair amount of roadworks on this street for like the last few months, and it looks like they've just finished them. So that's also a win. I don't know if it's coming across on the camera lately, but I don't know why, I'm just struggling a little bit. I'm struggling to not doubt myself or others. And it's a strange paradox, right? Because one of the things that makes me feel better is busking, is playing the music. But the thing I'm having the doubts about is busking, playing the music. And it's not that I'm doubting like whether I want to do it or not. It's more of like I don't seem to be able to find the confidence that it's gonna go well. Maybe I've just had a couple of bad months and it's put me in this like loop of ill thought. I'm not sure, but I guess that's life, right? It waves, and right now I'm on one of those. I'm about to go up there, like that, hopefully. I do think it is part of the creative journey though. If you're gonna commit to a career like this, expect the highs and lows. And I think expect them to matter a lot more than they do in like a day job that you don't really care about. Everyone gets highs and lows. When you care about the thing, like it really matters to you, they hit a little different. That's what I found anyway. But I'm glad I've got this spot, and the sun is shining. It's not that I'm not grateful either. I still wake up every day like stoked that this is my life. I think I'm just feeling the need to level up, you know, for better or worse, I don't know.
Some people call me a space cowboy, yeah. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice when I speak of the prominence of love. go, places to find peace and quiet. You can live in a van, take a flight out, escape the riot. When a factory becomes a home, inside the machine is all that you know. You'll be spending your savings or writing your bucket list. Her boyfriend's out, well, he brings her gone to school and simply can't. My Sophie knew the truth, he lives on my block. He drives a narrow, but he doesn't know who I am.
And just like that, I feel 100 million times better. 7 songs. 7 songs it took me. 30 minutes of playing. Instant therapy.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go.
One of my favourite compliments from a passerby is when they're wearing headphones and they purposely take the headphones off to listen to you, and then they give you a little smile as if to say, I approve. I love that.
I hope you have the time of your life.
Shout out to Liz, someone I keep bumping into in Brighton. She would like champion me right back in the day when I very first started busking. Just stumbled upon me just now. She was like, how weird is busking? Like, you're playing your heart out and so many people just walk past. And it is true. But I think the secret is you just get so absorbed into the music, and then the odd person that does give you the attention or a donation or something, it just affirms everything, you know? You only need that one person, really.
It's something unpredictable, and in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
Something that I need to remember when I start these busks, don't I? Because this morning I was a bit negative. But no, it's actually going very well. You know, it's the story of life, it's the story of busking. As we're all learning.
You have the time of your life. She said, boy, gotta get out in.
I honestly think the secret to keeping it together as a musician busker is to just do more of it. If in doubt, go play. Because this has lifted my spirits right up. Just seeing people smiling over and remembering that I get to just spend life in the sunshine doing what I love the most. It's powerful.
Tell me which way to the beat. And I need something sweet to sink my teeth into, baby. Life goes faster than anything.
In the moment it can feel really rough, but in hindsight, when you see the bigger picture, you're like, wow, that's really good. And like I would say, you know, in the bigger picture of things for me are like the best they've ever been. So a reminder to myself and to you to focus on the bigger picture.
My mind, I can't rewind. I think I need a sign. You need to get out of.
The lesson here, the cure to doubt about busking and your music career, is just to go busking again. More busking. the secret.
And I need something sweet to sink my teeth into, baby. I push faster than anything, so I'll ride the wave on this babe or jump into the sea. Tell me which way to be, and there's nowhere else to go.
What a rad day. It's proper summer and it's September, and in this like weird kind of way that's like one of the nicest things ever. It's like getting late Christmas presents that you didn't know you were going to get. Busking, busking, busking. Life as a musician, eh? At the beginning of my journey of August Radio Projects, one of the very first times I went out busking, a dude came up to me, this old guy, and he went, I was doing this for many, many years, and you're in for a tough life. A good life, but a tough life. And at the time I was like, yeah, right. This is so much better than anything else I've ever done. But I get it. I do get it. And the thing is it's not easy, because it's so unpredictable and it's so kind of uncertain in a lot of ways. But at the same time, it's not hard, because you're doing what you love. It never feels like a chore. If anything, the tough bit is that you want to do it so bad that if there's anything that gets in the way of you and you doing it, performing the music, playing the music, that's the hard thing. And it's the same with like building the YouTube audience and, you know, releasing the music. It's like you just want it to do so well because you want it to resonate, you want the message to get across, and you want people to enjoy it because you've put so much of your soul inside it, you know. If you wanted to hear some full songs from the sets I've just played today, then you could sign up to the Patreon if you want to support this journey in that way. That'd be sick. I've got exciting updates regarding the music videos. They are in process. Well, one of them is in process, and it's the song that's all about being at the beach. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you get something from it. If there are any video ideas that you've got that you'd like me to have a go at, then drop them in the comments. Drop this video a like if you did like it. Subscribe if you're new. If you're a true fan, you can turn the notifications on. Patreon link is in the description. And I will see you next week. August Radio Project signing out. Videos come out every Monday, remember that. And peace, love, happiness.